So at the time of recording this video, the PlayStation Vita is officially 12 years old. Yes, the system has hit its 12th anniversary. If you're going off of the day that this released in the States, it is officially the PS Vita's birthday. And in this video, I want to go over, just going over the PlayStation Vita features, talking about this system, and why would you want to own a PlayStation Vita in 2024?
What you've come to know as NGP, our next generation portable, is officially named PlayStation Vita. Thank you. Thank you. So, what does Vita mean? Vita means life, and we're confident that PlayStation Vita will be the first product that truly blurs those lines between entertainment and your real life, empowering you to play, interact, and connect like never before. The features alone are cutting edge. 2 analog sticks that give you dual shock-like control of games, a stunning multi-touch 5-inch OLED screen, front and rear touchpads, 6-axis motion sensing technology, and of course my favorite feature, front and rear cameras allowing for augmented reality experiences never before seen, completely blurring the lines between reality and interactive entertainment.
Now, when the PlayStation Vita launched back in 2012, it was at a time where the smartphone market was just starting to take off, and if I'm correct, it was right around the time that Apple had released the iPhone 5. Sony wanted to jump in on the crowd and put a lot of smartphone technology and smartphone features into the PlayStation Vita by adding 3G support, which is somewhere located right here. Yeah, the 3G support was right here. This here is the PlayStation Vita 1000 model, or 1000. I think it's literally 1101,000 model. And to basically put into perspective, I don't really remember how useful the 3G model really was when this thing first released. I believe Sony was overpromising the idea that you could play online without a Wi-Fi connection, but I don't really think that thing was very much exciting to people, because in later versions of this system, they slimmed it down, removed a 3G support, and just kept the Wi-Fi models around. Now, what was really exciting about it was pretty much the idea of playing PlayStation 3 quality games, like AAA console-like experiences on the go. That was what really was going to set this thing apart. You had games such as Uncharted's Golden Abyss, Unit 13, Call of Duty Black Ops, Freedom Wars. You had some even PS2 ports making it over, such as the Sly Cooper series, Castle Storm, The Amazing Spider-Man. You know, the list goes on. These are just some of the titles that I have on my Vita. There's definitely a whole bunch more, but I don't unfortunately have them installed right now. Now, here's the thing. Back then, this was probably going to be the best option to get that type of experience. There was Killzone as well. That was another game. And because the system only had 2 shoulder buttons, though, you would have to use this back touchpad for the extra triggers and the front touchscreen for L3 and R3. Now, what's cool about this is you can connect additional accessories, such as like a trigger bumper thing that you can use to touch the back touchpad, so you actually feel like you're playing a handheld controller rather than trying to touch the back touchpad like this. I personally was never really a huge fan of this stuff, but this was one of Sony's many gimmicks that I would say. Maybe it is a little unfair to say there was a complete gimmick, because the system did offer some pretty unique gameplay capabilities to it. I know in Uncharted Golden Abyss, you use the touchpads to wipe down artifacts and a whole bunch of other stuff. So that was cool. But outside of that, where this thing really shines is really just the ability to play PS1 and PSP titles and the backwards compatibility that this was offering. If you have a PlayStation Vita, and you're looking to keep the size pretty small, and you can put this in your pocket, and you wanted to play around with older games, you can do that. There's so many games that you can play on the PSP and PlayStation 1 alone that I think makes this still a worthwhile purchase today. I would totally recommend picking one up for sure. If you can get the version 1 model, that's great, but version 2 also just as good. I think the thing that really held this system back was Sony's lack of support and their proprietary memory cards. And the thing is, the proprietary memory cards were like super expensive at launch, and they really offered some really measly storage options. Like the one I have in here, believe it or not, is only 8 gigabytes. And I think if you wanted the 64 gigabyte one, which probably could hold like a couple games, if you're looking like really to put the highest quality games on this, you were looking at spending over $100 for sure. I wanted to say it was some outrageous amount like that. One of my suggestions would be to honestly mod this thing and get yourself one of these adapters that is a SD to Vita adapter. So as you see right here, I have this right here, and it's not the biggest SD card, but it's 64. I think you could do up to 512. So that is one of the things that you have with this particular system. Basically lets you put a SD card in here to expand your storage and play the games on here without having any sort of issues, and be able to store everything on this device, and you would be like good to go essentially. So to really get out of the way, you have some of the other features that they've done with this thing was adding video, music, and photo, email, calendar, and content manager app, and Near. You would email right here. You could turn around and browse your email if you really wanted to. I don't have that set up. I had my calendar, which is right here if I wanted to schedule. I've actually thought about making a unique video just using the PlayStation Vita as its own thing, but this thing has been discontinued, so I don't really know how it's going to work connecting all of my calendars and making events and all that, but I don't know. This might be a really good video idea in the future. You had music, which I don't have any music on here to show you, but you can connect this to your PC, download all the music you want, and then obviously watch movies on the PlayStation Vita. The icing on the cake and the stuff that you really came here for, is what's keeping the Vita alive in 2024. And that is the modding community. The modding communities. As you see here, not only are you playing PlayStation Portable and PlayStation 1 and PlayStation Vita games, but the Homebrew community has been able to magically make games such as Grand Theft Auto, Vice City work on the Vita. I could turn around and go into here, into its PSP state, and I'm just going to show you some of the games that I've got on here. I have a memory stick, which is another thing. I've got Rayman, I've got Fighting Force, Tomb Raider, Silent Hill, Resident Evil 2, Metal Gear Solid, some PSP titles such as Untold Legends, Siphon Filter, Prince of Persia, The Con, more Siphon Filter, Silent Hill, more Silent Hill, Driver 76, Undead Nights, Toy Story, Tomb Raider, more Tomb Raider, SOCOM, Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, Siphon Filter again, and Tenchu. You're seeing a huge pattern here. And the funny thing is, I don't even really play all these games. I just wanted to put them on here to demonstrate. There's so many more that you can put on here. But yeah, that's a lot of Siphon Filter and Tomb Raider. So let me exit this. There are so many more titles that this system has that ended up getting ported to the Nintendo Switch later too. Obviously, none of Sony's exclusives got ported to that, but just to prove a point, a lot of the indie titles that came out on the Vita first then ended up going on the Nintendo Switch. So that's what I meant. I have Little Big Planet and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Those are just some of the things as to why I like the Vita. I just think that this system was way ahead of its time because you could record video and photos on this thing. And if you wanted a device that wasn't so bulky or heavy and you wanted to put it in your pocket, you could just play these on a Vita and have a huge library of retro titles. And what's great about it is since the PlayStation 1 and PSP titles are on its original hardware, there isn't really much emulation to do since this was already supported for backwards compatibility right at the start. So you're not really losing out on the quality of things, and you can just turn around and have save states and do a whole bunch to it. I really don't know what else to add on this video. I didn't want to make it super long. I just wanted to talk about why I believe that this system is still a viable purchase and why you should definitely own one. I'll include some gameplay in the last few minutes to show you guys some of the games that I've been playing on here and just some of my favorites. But anyway, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys got some pretty good insight onto why the Vita is such an amazing system to own. I do have a couple of videos I do want to demonstrate with this thing that I'm working out. I want to see if I can use this as a vlogging setup. And I know as silly as it sounds. And I just want to see what happens if I carry it around like if it was a smartphone. Feel free to take the idea if you guys want. I'd be curious to see your guys' thoughts and opinions on it. My name is Doublepulse, and thank you guys for watching. And I will talk to you guys soon.
Are we going to Becky's skate party or what? Ow, there's the good!
Now look here, son. I got a problem, and I reckon you could help me with it.
I'm no builder.
No, I was thinking more of your demolition skills. Now, this is the development as planned, and this is the property that we're looking at.
You're trying to say this new office block is kind of in the way.
You catch on quick. Now, I'm going to head out of town for a while, and if that...
Where's a cop when you need one?
Any doubts about the fairness in our system, then they should find a teacher who is going to...
super slide. Hold down the circle button near the blue stealth auras to perform super sneaky thief moves.